guys, back to another video, and today, this is gonna be in the replacement of podcast episode 3. Sorry, that stream is moved to tomorrow. Plans just didn't work out, and Braylon fell asleep, and that's the room we do the podcast in, and everyone else is asleep. I just don't want to wake them up, so we're just not gonna do the podcast today. Sorry, moved to tomorrow. My bad. I will make a post about it just in case people don't watch this video. But yes, as you saw from the title and the thumbnail, I told you this was coming soon if you watched the Superman review. We are doing Man of Steel versus Superman 2025. James Gunn versus Zack Snyder. Who wins this fight? I'm going to get this out of the way so people don't get mad at me later on. I like Man of Steel. It's not my favorite. It's not in my top 5 DC movies of all time. I don't know if it's near that. But, not just DCEU, like DC in general. I would say my top 5. Number 1, The Dark Knight. That's top 5 movies of all time for me. I would say Batman Begins is up there. The Christopher Reeve Superman's up there. Not counting, animated movies. I'd say the Suicide Squad from 2022, is that? 2021, 2022? Whatever year was, that's up there. Not Shazam, but Shazam is up there. It's a good movie. I guess either Dark Knight Rises or, Christopher Reeve Superman 2. So, yeah. Not in particular order besides Dark Knight. It's Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Christopher Reeve 2, and Suicide Squad. Those are my top 5. But yes, I'm a fan of Man of Steel. I don't love it, but, well, yes, I do. I actually really like what Zack Snyder did with that, and I thought setting up a decent universe, and in my opinion, I'm glad it was called Man of Steel because it was definitely not Superman. It was a different take on Superman. It was not Superman, in my opinion. What I say whenever I see a comment section, someone saying that Henry Cavill Superman was better than David Cornsweet, what I say is I prefer David Cornsweet's Superman. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the character. I'm going to get to what I prefer here in a little bit for movie-wise. But character-wise, I say I prefer David Cornsweet as Superman because Henry Cavill Superman was not Superman. It was a character Zack Snyder made up to replace Superman in a darker, grounded universe. That's what I say whenever I see one of those, and I just want to speak my mind. Okay, I'm not hating on his interpretation of Superman. I don't hate it. It's not Superman. It's different. It's completely different than what Superman is, but I'm not mad at that. We need different interpretations. That's why, think of how many different Batmans we have. You cannot say there's a correct you cannot say that one of these people is the best Batman because people have different opinions and people have different takes. Christian Bale's Batman and what's his name? Another one, Ben Affleck's Batman. The two different things. Let's see, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm blanking on his name right now. I don't remember. Well, yeah, they're completely different. Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, completely different. Christopher Reeve and the new Superman, they're similar, but pretty different. Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve, different. But we will talk about Superman Returns. I've explained why I don't enjoy that movie, but, I don't know if I've explained it on the channel. I'm not actually sure, but I know I've told a lot of people there's reasons I don't like Superman Returns, but I just don't. I really don't. It's bottom of the barrel for me, with, some of the bad Christopher Reeve sequels. Those are, bottom of the barrel. But yeah. You are here today to hear me discuss Man of Steel versus Superman. And I'm sorry if you had to skip that intro. I just had to. we're here today to determine what is better in my eyes. What do I prefer? And yes, look at that bendy shirt. What does it even say? The creator. Lied to us. Yeah, the creator lied to us. But yeah, I'm gonna review both movies and then say what's better. I know you've already heard my review on the new one, so if you want to skip past that, go ahead, find where I talk about Man of Steel. But yes, I love this new Superman. I'm gonna get this one out of the way so that you know that after this review is my Man of Steel review. I love this movie. It really gets me excited for the DCU. It's not perfect, but trust me, it's better on rewatch. It's much better on rewatch. I watched it and then I watched it again in theaters. I love this movie. The first time you watch it, the reason that people had so many negatives walking out of it for the first time, because that's what you're focusing on. You're trying to figure out what you don't like and what you do like. Second watch, I was just put that all aside and just focused on the movie, and I loved it even more. It moved up to like basically 9 point something out of 10 for me. Love the crap out of this movie. I love the fantastical side. I love what James Gunn was doing. I get it as a little convoluted. Yep, you know what I'm napping about. I know there's a lot of things going on, a lot of non-answered stuff. It's a little cheesy for some people, but I loved it. Yeah, I get there's some negatives, but I absolutely adored this. David Cornswet as Superman is probably my second favorite portrayal of character. Not probably, it is my favorite portrayal. I discussed that. Me saying that I like this portrayal better than Henry Cavill's doesn't mean that I like this movie better than Henry Cavill's. I'm not telling you which one I like better yet. So I could actually like the new one better, but I could also like Man of Steel better as a movie. You never know. But as a character, as Superman, I prefer David Cornswet. For me, it goes Reeve, David Cornswet, Henry Cavill. I know Superman Returns Superman's actually decent, but he does some bad stuff in that, and I don't like talking about. Well, it's not that I don't like talking about it, it's just I just don't like it at all. But fine, I will say that I would go Henry Cavill, Superman Returns Superman. That's my least favorite Superman movie. But there's some Christopher Reeve ones that aren't very good, like either the third one or the fourth one. I don't remember which one I don't like. I think it's the third one. Ow. Dude, I got a big sore right here because I was weeding yesterday. And then I ran on the treadmill for 2 hours. But wait, no, I didn't. I ran on the treadmill for 8 minutes. But yes, I love this new movie. The amount of monsters that are in this new one that look amazing is crazy. Like, of course, they're CGI, but they don't look CGI at all. Like, when he's flying through the air, you can make the discussion that it looks really fake, but I mean, it's supposed to look comic-y. Like, the fact that people don't complain that much about him flying, but people complain about the Flash running in that movie. I know that CGI was worse, but it's not that different. James Gunn has discussed he likes the Flash. He likes that comic-y side. So when it looks fake, it's because it's supposed to be out of a comic. I don't get why people think it's bad to have weird-looking CGI in comic book movies because it's not budget. It's not overuse of CGI. It's what they want. They're making it look like it's straight out of a comic book. It's like that's what they're making it look like. It's not them overdoing it or making it bad. It's just what it's supposed to be. Like in the Flash movie, I'm not saying the Flash CGI was perfect. There's a few things that I can agree with people that I did not like. But I personally am a defender of the Flash. I don't think it was that bad. Not perfect, obviously. I do prefer Superman over the Flash. Okay, don't you dare say I don't. Superman better than Flash by far. But that would actually be close to my top 5 DC movies. Oh, what am I yapping about? Top 5 DC movies of all time. The new Superman's in that. Above the... no. I don't know, but yeah, I absolutely adore this new Superman, and if you don't, I completely get it. I'm not saying it's perfect. Moving on to Man of Steel. This is one movie I've never discussed my full review on. I've told you what I like, that I liked it, but oof, my muscles suck. They're not even muscles. I never really discussed my full in-depth thoughts about this movie. It's grown on me a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I did watch the new Superman, come home and watch that movie just to see what they were back to back, just so I can make this video. And it's amazing. I don't get. No, amazing. It was good. Man of Steel was a good movie. I don't care. I watch if you don't know who they are, you should. The Escape Pod podcast. I watch them all the time, along with 3C Films, Sean Chandler, and Cody Leach. They hate Man of Steel, and they hate Batman vs Superman, which I completely get. Those are two movies that if you hate, I'm not gonna get mad at you. But like, it's something that like I don't hate it. I like it. I really like Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. Don't love, but it's it's definitely grown on me. When I first watched that, like, okay, so I didn't watch it right when it came out because I was extremely young. So I watched it about around like the year 2020. And I was a big Batman fan. Batman to this day is my favorite superhero to ever exist on this planet. Close follow-up of Superman, I'm not even kidding. And then I love Spider-Man, but he's not up there. I know that's 3C Films' favorite. I love Spider-Man. He's top 5, I would say. But close follow-up to them is probably dude, I love DC. Probably The Flash. That's probably or Green Lantern. As a character, not the movies. But so yeah, the reason I don't like Batman Superman is because I love Batman, love Superman. So when my dad was like, "There's this team up movie," I'm not a big fan of it, but you could go watch it. Batman vs Superman. I was like, "Oh my gosh, oh, I'm so excited!" I watched it. And I was like, "Oh no, this is horrible." The thing about that is, I was still young, and I thought it was horrible. That's the thing. That's weird. It's like when you're like 10, 9, or 8, you watch everything in theaters and you think it's the best movie on the planet, okay? I walked out of that not liking it. That's weird. And on rewatch, I definitely appreciate it more for what it was. But, okay, moving on to Man of Steel. People are like, I know the people that don't like this movie, they hate the darker tone. I'm not a fan of the darker tone and how he just let people die, like in that one scene where people call it Oriform. It is Oriform for the wrong reasons. The whole thing blew up, and he let everyone die. And he was just standing there like, it was a bad Oriform. Good Oriform is in the new Superman when he saves all those people. That's good Oriform. But still, I can't lie. He pretty good. But I think this is a good movie overall. I don't think it's boring, in my opinion. This is one of the few Superman movies. It's this one and the new one. I don't think they're boring. Christopher Reeve, I can get a little boring, but I still like it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I still adore Man of Steel. I watched that for the first time. Same time right before I watched Batman v Superman. Loved it. And I rewatched it. Like it less than I did, but still, like I said, you watch everything, you think it's the best movie you've ever seen. Liked it less, but still pretty liked it. I'll probably have to rewatch the new one again. I just will. And I won't focus on any of the negatives, and I'll rewatch Man of Steel. Why not? No, I won't. I'm lying. Whenever the new Superman comes to streaming, I'll rewatch it. But, what am I doing? But currently I'm in the middle of watching Zombies 4: The Dawn of the Vampires. And I'm doing this for the podcast. There will be, okay, yeah. I'll discuss it on a YouTube short of what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna move it on. Moving on. And now we're gonna talk about the thing everyone wants me to talk about. Do I like The Next Snap? I watched 3C Films as a review. He liked The Next Snap. I was actually shocked by that. I didn't think he would. Bunch of people hate it. Bunch of people love it. Where do I decide here? I don't like it. It's not that it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm in the middle. I didn't think it was possible because I heard a bunch of people love it, a bunch of people hate it. Never heard anyone in the middle. I'm in the middle. At one side, I see how people hate it and how they think that it's not Superman and just destroys what the character is and supposed to be. But at the same time, I get the other side. It shows the force of anger, and him crying after he did it shows that he actually didn't want to do it, but he did. I get both sides, and I'm in the middle. I don't hate it. I said I didn't like it. I dislike it more than I like it, but I still don't hate it. Because, like they say, the crying at the end does show that he had emotion. But I just don't like him snapping necks. I don't want Superman to be going up to people and going, yeah. Like, I don't. I'm not a fan of that. But I still think Man of Steel is a good movie. And now, where do I decide? I'm sorry, Snyder fans. I'm siding with the new one. And don't you dare get mad at me, the Snyder people. Don't you do it. Y'all should watch this in 3D so I can poke you. I love Man of Steel. I like Man of Steel. But I love the new one. It's perfect. It's Superman. It's what it's supposed to be. It's exactly what they're telling you it is. It's Superman saving people, being the nicest person on the planet. And the stuff that happens in the movie is amazing. I'm not going to get into spoilers. I probably won't even make a spoiler review. But if you want me to, I'll do it on, like, part of the podcast someday and tell you, don't watch this if you don't want to get spoiled. How about that? If you want me to, I'm going to make a post about the podcast getting delayed. If you want any topics, if there's any topics you want, anything you want me to talk about that's new and I don't know of, let me know and I will discuss it. Unless I already have topics. But yes. Those are my thoughts. I prefer the new Superman over Man of Steel, but that's just what I think. Tell me what you want. I know every video I say, make sure you comment down below what you see next videos. Sorry the comments are not open on every video. I'm so sorry. I try, and then I press turn on, and it's not turned on. So I'll try my best, guys. I'm sorry. But, yeah. I'm not new at this, but like, I'm new at actually professionally, like, not professionally, but actually getting into it. Like, I've been making videos since 2020, but really only started making lots of videos last year. So, yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment down below when you see the next videos, and I will see you in the next vid. 10 out of 10 chip. Flamos Doritos, 10 out of 10. Delicious. Peace.